I wanted to pop in and talk about the difference between night terrors and nightmares because I hear so often my child's having a night terror. What do I do? My child's having night terrors. Night terrors are horrible. Night terrors are scary. And turns out I dig a little deeper and guess what? Their child's not having night terrors at all. So in this short video, I am going to tell you the difference between night terrors and nightmares so you can accurately describe what your child is having. And then of course, I'm going to give you some tips so we can get your child not having them anymore. So hi, I'm Susie Parker. I'm a certified sleep consultant and I can help your baby, preschooler, and toddler learn to love sleep. So let's get back to night terrors. So what are they? Well, night terrors actually happen when your child is going to bed. Oops, this is called live Facebook. Hi, Daniela. Night terrors happen when your child goes to bed and then in the early part of the night, typically about 4 hours after falling asleep, they actually will wake up aroused, agitated, screaming, almost acting possessed, and it's super, super scary to watch your child have one of these. The night terror is actually occurring when you're in that deep sleep. So your child actually they're not awake, they're in that transitional stage, but again, they're agitated, they're distressed, they're screaming and maybe even flailing. And again, super scary to happen in that early part of the night, typically by 4 hours after falling asleep. So you as a parent, it's really hard to watch your child be in such distress, right? You're like, something's wrong, they're uncomfortable, they're hurt, they're not feeling good, but in reality, they're really sleeping. So you have one job. Your job is to keep your child safe, make sure that they don't roll off the bed or hit a nightstand or anything like that. But your second job is also to make sure that they do not wake up. You don't want to rouse them from their sleep. You want to help them just go right back to sleep. And in the morning, they will be none the wiser. Don't bring it up. Don't say, oh my God, how scary was that night terror? Your child won't remember it at all. It will almost as if it didn't exist. So it's scary for you. It's horrible for a parent to watch, but your child is actually not awake. Now let's talk about nightmares. They're a little different. Nightmares actually happen when you're in that light sleep, just like a dream. You could have a really good dream or you could have a really scary dream, and your child might wake up being very scared. So what this point is that we want to make sure that our child is really not watching external factors. We don't want anything bad to happen. Maybe if there was a big transition, something scary in their life, they might be having nightmares that are like playing out. But it can happen in your child, obviously, from watching TV or getting ideas through school. They might have these ideas of bad people, of monsters, things of that nature, and they might be really upset. So when your child wakes up from a nightmare, you can go ahead and reassure them. And then if every day they're all of a sudden waking up scared with a nightmare, you have to decide whether it's truly a nightmare or if it's now behavioral intervention where they woke up once and now it's going back and forth. But it's usually coming off of a light sleep. There are a few tips that I suggest by helping your child get over a nightmare. You can have your child change the channel in their mind. So as opposed to thinking about scary things, what are some good things? So maybe it could be playing at the playground. Maybe it could be like hugging mommy and daddy. Maybe it could be running really fast with their friends. Those are good things. And if you start thinking about the good as opposed to the scary, their brain will minimize the scary images that they're having. So you can help them change the channel in their mind. Another tip that I like to do is not exacerbate things. So what your child is thinking is that they have this fear right now. Then they can verbalize this fear, especially if they're older. But what you want to make sure is that fear does not get bigger or get out of control. And that's when the anxieties really happen. So believe it or not, don't take out your monster spray. Because guess what? Monsters are not real. Don't talk about monsters being real. Monsters don't exist. And guess what? I keep you safe. Monsters don't exist and mommy and daddy keep you safe. It's a really safe house. If they're talking about a bad guy coming to get them, you can go ahead and say, bad guys don't live here. It's no big deal. And then you can go ahead and show them the window or show them the locked door so they make sure that they don't even have an issue of being able to be fearful. Your safety and security, that's always your message to your child is it's really safe to be in here, and guess what? I'm always down the hall if you ever need me. If you're implementing a sleep plan and you're not going to be doing that, the same message goes true. Mommy and daddy are right down the hall. We'll see you in the morning. So we always don't have this fear base associated with them. So again, the differences between night terrors and nightmares could actually happen. Night terror might be hereditary. You actually might have it passed it along, but it also is by your child just not getting enough rest. Having a nightmare could be the same thing. If your child's overtired, they might be over imagining, and especially they might be having wake ups that they're attributing to being fearful or scared or a nightmare because they know that they're going to get your response. So I hope that helps. That's the difference between a nightmare and a night terror, and I hope your child will not have any of these after this short video. Thanks so much.